Bianca Paz is best known for her time in pageantry, competing in major pageants in the Philippines and bagging several crowns and titles. She has since ventured into entrepreneurship and has started her own business, Social Boutique, wherein she helps women look and feel their best through beautiful clothes.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of In Love With Me, where we feature inspiring individuals who share their amazing stories. I am your host, Mafae Velasco, and for this series, our topic is passion and purpose. For this episode, we have an empowered woman, beauty queen, entrepreneur, and owner of Social Boutique to motivate us to take action. So without further ado, let's welcome the beautiful and amazing Bianca Paz. Hi, B.
Hey, Mafae. Congratulations. Hey, look at you.
Does it look familiar? Oh my gosh, I just saw the picture. I'm wearing the same thing.
No, you know what? I love this dress. Because you have the blue one too, right?
Yeah, I have the blue one, and then I have the pink one, and then
Yeah.
I had the black leather one
And-
that you had. So you're
yeah.
such an amazing designer in the fashion industry. I love the fact that I'm able to model for you, I think, in your first year of showing your designs. And I know you have relaunched or rebranded your company lately. But before I ask you about that, can you share with everyone on how you are the empowered and inspiring woman that you are today?
Well, empowerment for me, I feel like, it's about knowing what you want and really going after it. And I feel like, over the years I've gone through so much and I didn't really necessarily knew what I wanted, but then just over the course of, just like progress and, growth, and I realized who I am as a person and what I want, what I expect out of myself, what I expect out of people. And from that, once you have that down, I think it's easier to set up your goals. And, just going personally, just going after my goals makes me empowered. So
Yeah.
that's knowing what you
And
want, go for it.
And that's how I know you, that's why I admire you and I love you as a sister, is that because you're a one-man team. You can totally be a one-man team. And I've seen you in action, going for your goals in a career in the fashion industry as well as the entertainment industry, but then venturing in your own company and just seeing you knowing what you wanted and, just having that patience with, myself as one of your models and the other models and doing your first photo shoot. I still remember that. It was so much fun, B. And you're still in serious mode and we were like, come on, let's have fun. But
I know.
at the end of it, it's like, wow, this woman is so amazing because she knows what she wants. She knows how to get it. And I'm curious on how you came up with the strength and the characteristic and just the woman empowerment that you have. Who are the people that inspired you to be the way you are and motivated you to know what you want in life?
Yeah, I mean, like, I appreciate you saying it's a one-man show. Kinda, it is, just because, I like, I'm the type of person that I'm not afraid to admit that I have a lot to learn. And I do have that urge inside of me to just want to dabble in different things, right? And although I do have a lot of support from my family, I have a lot of support from my friends, like you, it's important for me to know every aspect of what I'm trying to do. And, it's a one-man show just because basically I'm a control freak. Like I want to learn everything and also I want to do it my way. But that was like the, social version one. But yeah, I think what really motivates me when it comes to this is I know how many people support me. I know how much support I have, and how um, a lot of people want me to do well. And also, like, I know what I want for myself, and I know what I expect out of myself. And it's important for me day to day to be able to deliver, basically.
So let's talk about social. How did you come up with the name? How did you come up with the mission and vision of wanting to dress women
Yeah.
in your eyes?
So, social, the reason why it started off as a joke because I speak Tagalog, right? I'm Filipino, obviously. So it's because I'm the type of person that would be overdressed for literally anything. You know this about me, right? It's like a look good, feel good type of thing for me. But apart from that, the way I view fashion is it's another form of communication, right? It's another form of expressing yourself without having to use words. And I feel like what you choose to wear, how you choose to put yourself together could really say a lot about you, or could really, you learn a lot about a person. How it's not everything, obviously,
Right.
but it's a good, it's a first impression. So with social, my clothes, I feel like they're very interpretive. They're
Mhm.
very expressive. They're very, I like my women to feel bold and confident and sexy and, strong, because I feel like that's what every woman wants to feel like. And so my clothes are social.
I love it. No, I love it.
Right? Look at
It's it's
you.
it's like it's like women empowerment. I mean, yeah, like I worked so hard because I knew I was going to interview you
Yeah.
soon, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work out because I want to show Bianca that I still fit her dress, and
Well,
such an
I
achievement today because that photo that was shown with
yeah,
you, Nick, and I was
yeah,
during a I think U.S. Independence celebration in the Marriott, and that was a few years back. That was before my two younger boys that I have now that you haven't even met yet. One of your
oh my God,
godsons,
son,
actually.
right?
And so I was like, okay, I gotta show Bianca that I still fit in this dress. I worked out so hard. I'm like, and even though um, it's different feeling, but when I wore your dress, I still feel that strength. I felt that power. Like, okay, wow, this dress does have that feeling of I am a powerful woman. I am, I can do this kind of thing. So I love the fact that you were sharing that, and that I hope women out there who see your products and your creations are also feeling the same thing. And I love the new concept. Can we talk about that? Congratulations on
Well,
your
thank you.
new look. Share with us, Bianca. What's your inspiration?
For like in general or
Yeah.
social version too? In
Yes. Yes.
I think, you know, apart from my family, of course, you know how close I am with my mom.
Hmm.
Of course, as any child, you want to be able to give back to your parents also, and kind of take it. Hey,
Yeah.
you want
There
to be
she
able
is.
to, give back all that. Yeah, the investment that, they basically put on you. And I just want to be able to take care of my mom, like how she's taken care of me over the years. And apart from that, it's just since I was young, I always felt that like I could that I was meant to be an entrepreneur, not in a way of that it's, like an ego boost. It's just that, I've had many jobs before, even before I started social, and even before I did pageants and things like that. And I've been in many businesses where I feel like, they've have good products, they have good employees. There's really no reason for them to be unsuccessful. But I sometimes it's the leader that really makes a mistake. And with me, I guess over time I was looking for a mentor kind of situation, but I just never got that. But even though I didn't necessarily got what I didn't get what I wanted from my bosses or my leaders, I also realized what I didn't want to be. So I know that I have a good product. I know I have a good infrastructure set up, but at the same time, just that human part of being in the business of the empathy and the compassion and just the passion for what you're doing, understanding people, and just it's just not all numbers and it's not all technical stuff.
Yeah.
I think I have that down. So I just really wanted, apart from providing something in this industry that isn't necessarily out there yet, I think, I want to provide a safe haven for people like me that couldn't find that mentorship that I wanted. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. No, I love
Yeah.
that. I like that you took action on a dream that you wanted to make in reality, despite of seeking for that mentorship. You went and just experienced it at the same time. Found those people, those key people that can empower you. I know for me, I always loved your determination, and even when we last saw each other, you were still in this question mark, and then just seeing you blossom and seeing your face with your brand, which I told you, Bianca, you're the best model ambassador for your company
I,
because you love this is your love, this is your passion. So you're the
yeah.
best face to show it. I mean, regardless, for sure, there's going to be other models, there's going to be other ambassadors that will, represent your brand. Like me, once I get that perfect body to fit
No, I
it
mean, I was
again.
asking you.
But
I was asking you, but the thing is, quarantine happened.
right. Hey, I'm still here regardless. We can still make it happen. I know people are making it work with photo shoots and things like that. But regardless, guys, I can attest to Bianca's clothes. They're so comfortable and you will feel so confident and just love just getting dressed up. For me, like even during quarantine, like right now, I feel like I'm ready to go outside. But at the end of the day, it's like, I just start my morning like this, and then I know for the rest of the day, I'm going to feel great,
Love that.
Bianca is in LA right now, right? You're in LA.
Yeah, I am.
And
Yeah.
how's everything for you out there?
It's good. So we're not in quarantine right now. I mean, we have the stay-at-home order, but we're not like under curfew or anything like that. I think something happened in the recent weeks that prompted the virus to rise. So everything was like opening up right when I was planning to come back, and I got here and they had to like close everything down again. But you know what? My family's safe. I'm safe. There are a few things that are open that we need,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, I think they're starting to get a handle of everything here. So it's how's it there?
Well, right now I'm keeping myself busy with the show, but we're still a little pretty strict out here. Still rising a little bit, So we're praying that everybody, stays safe and just follows the rules and stay busy. Also becoming creative. I mean, everybody's creating a lot of content online, which is a good thing because for me, I created the show so that. It'll be kind of like a influence for others to stay motivated and just a domino effect that we can still kind of catch up or connect through these platforms. So I'm grateful for that. Maybe we can collaborate, and I'll claim that you will do like a private workshop with my students, MMC students, on how you can be an entrepreneur, how you can be a model, or just share your confidence. Right, Bianca?
You always kind of push me to do that, right? Because
I'm a cheerleader for everyone.
Well, the thing with me is, it's just it's hard for me to really put myself out there, which is really weird because I think that I'm a social person, and that's about me. I talk to. I'm genuinely interested in other people, but when it comes to me, I do have a little bit of resistance, I guess. So then it's hard for me to kind of just like put myself out there. But yeah, I'm realizing it's sometimes it's not just about you. Sometimes, you know, your
Mhm.
story can relate to somebody else's story and that can make them
Yeah.
feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't even want to say inspiring, but sometimes, you know, they can relate to your story if you're authentic and you just bring out the real
Mhm.
you. And that could really push them to do something. And, you know, that's,
Yeah.
but that's
Well,
it,
that's
maybe.
the, well, that's the reason why I'm here. You know, I
Yeah.
feel as though I guess I'm that connector to that because I teach a lot of the youth, and I feel
Yeah.
their need of help and support. And like you said earlier, you had resistance of showing yourself or
Yeah.
aligning yourself on being an inspiring person. And so when I share that with you, and I tell you, Bianca, you are inspiring, and then I see you as the main model for your brand. I mean, can you share with everyone on how you feel seeing yourself, you know, representing your company? Because like you said, you had resistance in the beginning, but you
Yeah.
found strength somewhere. So how did that
Yeah.
happen?
I mean, honestly, it's just, you know, from the technical part of it, I just didn't want the whole website to just it was as simple as that, right? Because of, like I didn't want because I see a lot of brands sometimes where it's just like there's a confusion as a consumer. Are you buying a good product, or are you actually buying from the company, or are you just giving the owner an ego boost or something? Which I didn't, you know, because I did pageants and I know like I'm not like a big star or anything like that, but in on some levels I do have a little bit of reach, right? Like in the pageant world in the Philippines and a little bit of the modeling world in the Philippines. So I didn't want that to take away from what I was selling. You know, I didn't want it to be like I'm selling Bianca Paz, like buy from Bianca Paz. I wanted them to focus on the product because I believe in my product enough that they do well on their own. But with that said, when I finally did the shoot, you know, when you pushed me to just, you know, get out of my comfort zone and just like try it. And yeah, I remember you telling me it's just, I'll be more passionate about it. Not that I'm not passionate enough, but it's just, it just, you have a different connection with the business when you're that involved with it. And I'm
Mhm.
grateful that I did that because now, you know, it's just, no one's really going to criticize you
Yeah.
apart from yourself, right? So, you
Yeah.
know, some things maybe I can hire a model to do something, but then I can't really tell her what I think exactly, but then I can tell myself and I can correct it and I can get it to a place where I'm completely happy. So it was a good way of me, you know, really taking control of the business and that and also being really connected with it. And now I feel like I can really make this happen because I understand the business in and out,
Mhm.
which was thanks to you.
No, it's all you, Bianca. You know, for me, I really wanted to boost your confidence because I saw the passion in you, you know, and I didn't want you to kind of like waste the time, right? Instead of thinking so many things, it's like just do it because you can do it. And now that I think about it, you were saying that your name or your brand to a company, but like look at the people that have made it in the fashion industry who have kind of just went along with the experience and learned through the way. Like, you know who I align you with, and you might be surprised or whatever. Kamora. You are a
Hey,
Kamora in the making. I'm
I
claiming
really
it already.
well, thank you. Stop it. Where's my Russell Simmons though?
So until now, she's modeling her brand, right? I mean,
Yeah.
she gets models here and there, but that's where I see it. I've always admired that woman because she's just a level-headed. She's just tough. She just knows what she wants, and she respects people. I see her in you, Bianca, and I hope you see that too because, man,
Yeah.
you have it.
Thank you.
And everyone who's listening out there, guys, please support Bianca and her company, her project that she's been working so hard for. Bianca, please invite them to where they can find your amazing products.
Yeah, so I just launched last Friday actually. So the website is officially on www.socialboutique.com. That's SOCIALE wait, BOUT.
Don't worry, guys. I'll have the link on this caption so that you won't miss it.
Yeah, so it's socialboutique.com, and also we're on Instagram, Social Boutique LA.
Hmm. So, if ever I order, are you able to ship it to the Philippines or around the world?
Yeah, so the company obviously is LA based, but we ship worldwide. So right now we have a promo going for as an introductory promo. We're doing for a minimum of $99, and the price point is around like $50 to 90 basically. So that's free shipping for anything less than 99 for the first
There you
month.
go, guys. Do not miss that because all Bianca's products are amazing. You know, they're very well made. They're comfortable. For the women out there that just need that extra boost, this is it, guys. Once you put her products on, you will feel amazing. And you'll see the website with Bianca's beautiful face. And I love it so much. I will keep promoting it so you guys can see. I know she's going to be, very humble and not share that. See, there's that dress.
I remember this night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? It was so much fun. Look, we were wearing the colors in the Independence Day.
Yeah.
But Bianca, I'm sure a lot of women are wondering, building a business is no joke. There's a lot of hard work that is put into it. So can you share with everyone on what is your definition of me time?
Definition of me time. I think it's about regrouping. I think the thing is I'm an only child, so I naturally need a lot of me time, right? So I need uh I need a lot of time to just gather my thoughts, organize my thoughts, and sometimes that means journal, sometimes just listening to music, or sometimes reading. But whatever it is that makes you feel recharged, because life can be overwhelming, especially with everything that's happening nowadays. It's important to just, it doesn't have to be productive even, just whatever makes you feel relaxed. Just sometimes you just have to detach from the world and from whatever is happening around you and just do what makes you feel happier,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
I agree with that. And I know you just got back from Manila, right? And you were
Ah,
in the same boat as us during lockdown and quarantine.
I was
Was there
there
was there anything new that you learned about yourself
a
during the
lot,
time that we couldn't go out?
girl, a lot. I'll tell you, like quarantine can really change a person. If this whole situation doesn't change you, then I don't really know what will. I was in the right. I was in the Philippines in February, supposedly to just work on the back end things of the shop, and quarantine started the second week of March, something like that. So I was planning, I'm gonna have the website set up, and then I'm gonna maybe hit the beach, catch up with you, all my friends in Manila. Didn't really turn out that way because like the first week I was jet lagged and I was like having to catch up with my sleep. The second week I was like doing dinners, but then my hours were still off. Next thing you know, it was lockdown. There were no flights. I couldn't really go anywhere. So the first month, it was really tough for me because, I was kind of like resistant to what was happening around me. It's just like there's like the coronavirus. It's just like I think I didn't know enough about it at that time, which is I think for a lot of people also is like the same case. Um, it was it was kind of tough for me because I think I was just like afraid of being out there in the Philippines. Although I do have a lot of friends and family in the Philippines. You know, my home is still in LA. I just wanted to go home, and the first month I was just completely, you know, I was like in a negative headspace, right?
Yeah.
And then after a little bit, it kind of like sunk in that, you know what, this is a situation. It's not just the Philippines. It's not just you. It's not just people in Manila. It's not just people in LA. The whole world is going through the same situation. And I had two options. So the first option was I can get mad, I can whine, I can be sad, I can get angry, I can just, you know, curse the world or something, or I can find the silver lining in the situation. And what can I do to do that? And I just said to myself, you know, I can do either or, but one's going to feel better than the other, right?
Right.
So luckily, I like to read. So then, you know, my apartment in the Philippines I lived there for about like 8 years. Had a lot of books that I didn't read. So then I started looking into that. And then, you know, I think I was like reading 3 books at once just because like
Wow.
sometimes I would get bored and I'd like read 2 hours of this book and then another, you know, maybe like hour with this book. But after that, like I started getting in like just accidentally, just like started getting in a headspace where I don't know, it's something about like just being forced with your own thoughts and being because you know everybody's busy, right? So
Yeah.
everybody's like has their own thing going, and something about just really not having anywhere else to go, being really forced with uh, just like being by yourself. Some thoughts that I've kind of just like pushed back for a lot of the years by being busy, by working, by going out, just always having excuses and not having to deal with them. And for, you know, just being locked down for so long and just having really no choice but to think of those thoughts, I realized that they weren't so bad. You know, these are things that were always on my mind for a reason because, you know, when I finally learned to embrace and just accept the fact that like this is the situation right now, right? And also this is how you feel right now. These are your thoughts right now. And yeah, I think I've learned a lot about myself and also I was able to take stock of what was really important in my life. You know, like like who are you when you don't have your car? Like who are you when you don't have your job? Who are you even when you don't have your friends or your family? Like who are you? Like what do you want? What makes you happy? Who are you? Like what do you think about? You learn about your how you process things, you know, what kind of thoughts do you have? And I learned to kind of just like I learned that I wasn't always positive. I wasn't as positive as I thought I always were.
Yeah.
And I was kind of just like I was forced to be with myself, you know, like I couldn't escape myself. And because of that, I think I've learned to accept the things that I didn't necessarily want to accept about myself for a long time and learn how to work through those by books, by YouTube videos, by reading, talking to you, talking to good friends that have, you know, really good intentions, and just came out of there wanting something different.
Mhm.
And that's when I decided that I have to do so shall. Because there's no better time to do it because now I know exactly what I want. I've given a lot of thought into my goals, like what I want out of this, what my customer would want out of this. It's a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
A
No,
lot of
it's nice. It's nice that you share all that because, of course, I think you were living on your own out here. And are you living on your own again in LA?
yeah,
So do
yeah,
you feel as though that you had that strength and power to not avoid but overcome the negative thoughts? Because there's a lot of people also, right now forced to be by themselves,
yeah,
and not necessarily, I guess, used to it, because like you said, you were an only child, so you were kind of used to the the environment.
yeah,
So whereas other people who are going through the challenging times and have no choice but to be by themselves,
yeah.
it's nice for you to share on how you like I said, overcome the negative thoughts by really using the understanding of acceptance that we have no control right now, and then at the same time using the resources, the positive resources that you have around you, which is the books, and reaching out to people to encourage you. And to me, I'm just a proud friend to know this, because yes, we got to talk sort of when you were out here, but I didn't see the extent of this, because for me, maybe I can talk about being overwhelmed and busy and just
Yeah.
on the go all the time, but that can also bring you down too. But then again, me reaching out to you or vice versa, that was my way of like, hey, get me out of this space, let me talk to you for a second, and let's
Yeah,
just laugh. And
yeah,
it's nice to share that, and I'm sure people are understanding where you're coming from and where I'm coming from. And I thank you for being transparent, because not everybody can admit that sometimes they're digging a hole for themselves. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Right. But sometimes it's well, people have different ways of dealing with life, basically living,
right.
right? So a lot of people, they need peace and quiet to be able to sort themselves out. And some
Hmm.
people, they feel better about themselves or life in general by constantly like on the go, on the go. I myself, I always need that time to just regroup, to just like,
Right.
organize my thoughts, really kind of understand myself, understand how I feel about certain things, to really form an opinion. So then that way I can make a better plan for myself, right? That's how I operate. And I feel like prior to the virus, I didn't really allow myself that time. I didn't, it's not because I didn't have the luxury to do so. It's more so I was kind of afraid what I was going to have, I don't know, want to think about, or what I was gonna have to do. I didn't want to. It was like my way of running away from problems, basically, right?
Hmm.
Thinking that they're all so bad, but sometimes you just have to embrace the process, because it's really, chances are it's not half as bad as you think. It
Right.
almost never is, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes you just have to pause up
Yes.
yourself, that you have to face things, yeah, head on, and yeah, you'll realize that you're actually stronger than what you
Yeah,
thought.
then you are. Exactly. And I know a lot of the youth out there, you feel like your life is at the lowest, but trust us. We've been there and done that, and we've
Yeah,
overcame and understand where we can get help. Like with Bianca, she is a boss woman. She knows her direction now because of those challenges. Do you agree with me,
right,
Bianca?
right,
So, you
100%.
know,
You have
so
to
with
go through
that, right. Exactly. You have to.
that.
Otherwise, you don't know how to relate or compare, right?
Right,
And I think it's also time. It's about the right time. Like you were mentioning, being forced in quarantine or just staying home, empowered you to make your business stronger, or educated you more on knowing that, okay, this is my direction, this is what I need to do, this is how I have to take action. So
yeah,
Before we wrap up, B, can you share with everyone, especially in this challenging time, especially the youth, on how they can be an entrepreneur like you, or even in the fashion industry? What should they do to prepare, and how should they stay motivated at this time?
Well, I think it's important to really be honest with yourself, right? So, one, you have to find out what your skills are, what you're good at, right? And you have to be really honest. Is this something that, even if you're good at it now, is this something that you're willing to get better at? Is it something that you're flexible enough to learn? And with that, you also have to find your purpose. Like, you have to figure out why you're doing this. You have to find your motivation, because times will get tough. And trust me, it's only been a few months. It's already been tough. But what really gets me going is just reminding myself why I'm doing this in the first place. My own personal goals. For me, it's my family. It's also the freedom of my time and being able to manage my own life and being able to make my own money and providing a safe haven for people that are passionate for the same things that I'm passionate about. So those things you really have to set as your foundation, because, if you don't have that foundation, it's the wind's just going to blow you one way and you're going to give up. And you have to be strong, basically, right? So you have to know what you're doing it for. You have to know your skills, and you just have to work hard.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
It might be hard to when you say it, work hard, but really, if you just start those little steps,
yeah,
you realize, like, wow, I've done so much already, and then you're here, just like what Bianca did. And of course, you talked about your purpose. So can you share with everyone, since our topic is passion and purpose, your own definition of passion and purpose?
passion and purpose. Passion for me, I think passion for me is something that is what wakes you up in the morning, right? Or something that makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel like you're valuable, you're important, like you're doing something. But I think, uh, yeah, it's something that's important to you, that makes you happy, that really gets you going, pushing through life. But I think purpose is when you're able to help somebody else have that same feeling that you have doing exactly what you do, even if, I don't know, in my case, even if it's, you know, helping somebody feel good about themselves for a specific occasion by giving them a dress or something like that. If I made them happy doing my passion, exactly what it is, then, I think you found your purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel like
Exactly.
passion is for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but I think adding value for yourself, right? But I think,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I think purpose is when you're able to add value to other people. That's all.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, B. Everything you've said here, everything you've shared, I'm proud of you, because, like you said, you were always not the in front of the camera type of person. You were always behind the scenes and just empowering other people, and you forgot about yourself. And I would be the one to, and I'm sure other people too, like your mom, like you said, the people that that you surround yourself with empowers you. And I am so proud, and congratulations again on your new look. And I'm just so happy to see your face wearing your product, your clothes. I'm like, yes, this is the best model for social. So again, guys, yeah, don't worry, I will. I'm getting there. And then you'll see me on her side again, guys. As you can see, I'm always going to support my sister Bianca with everything she does, no matter how near, no matter how far. And I hope that you have that same empowerment with your circle of friends or family, because especially right now, it's much needed. And I'm sure, Bianca can attest to that. And what I am very grateful for is that we are able to catch up And you were here in Manila, and now we're catching up while you went back to the States.
That's crazy. Perfect timing, right? Right when I get to LA. Yeah, but
But regardless, I love you and I thank you for being part of this campaign. You are an inspiring woman and I wish you well and more blessings to come for your company. Again, guys, I will have Bianca's links and her social media accounts on this caption so that you can reach out to her if you have any more questions or need advice just about life, her being an entrepreneur, how to be a boss lady like her, anything under the sun. I'm sure Bianca's more than happy to answer those, And I'm also thankful that I got to learn more about you, especially in this, this time of yours where you're glowing with pride and just being proud of what you've done. I like the fact that you shared that, it's okay to detach yourself from the world sometimes. You need that to just have a refresh button, right? Except like we were, I think we were chatting earlier, except when we have no control of the situation. Like right now, we don't have control of it, but we just have to control, taking care of ourselves, taking care of health, taking care of, our brain by, learning and continuous learning on what you want to achieve in life. The resources that we mentioned is the books that you might have on hand at home or even online. There's a lot of, webinars just like this and workshops on YouTube. And, the main thing is knowing your why, just like what Bianca said, and boss up. It's that time.
And you know what?
It's that
After you
time.
boss up, actually, let me add to that. You have to have faith. Not only
Yeah.
with yourself, maybe God, universe, whatever you believe in, you have to have faith. You have to have faith in your, the whole process. And just once you have that foundation, then I think just trust the process. Just let it go.
Exactly. And amen to that. I know, B, we can talk on and on and on. This is a girl I've known for years, and I just appreciate her so much. I call her family. So I hope, guys, we've inspired you today in this episode. And so with that, actions speak louder than words. And thank you for tuning in this episode of In Love With Me. Love you, Bianca.
Thank you for watching In Love With Me series.